Man United Confidential. Justin Bieber is among the famous faces at the SoFi Stadium. Omar Berrada makes an appearance at a fan event, and Casemiro leads the way as stars make lovely gesture to a fan in training. Manchester United's game against Arsenal in Los Angeles drew some big names to the SoFi Stadium. Justin Bieber was in the crowd along with former One Direction star Niall Horan, boxer Chris Eubank Jr. and Cruz Beckham. Rumors that Natalie Portman was in attendance proved to be wide of the mark. The fabulous 70,000-seater stadium, which opened in September 2020, has been built by Arsenal and LA Rams owner Stan Kroenke. Confidential reported earlier this week that Hollywood star Gary Oldman is expected to visit United's training camp at UCLA during their stay here. On United's previous tours in California, Julia Roberts has also been known to drop in to say hello. Justin Bieber was in the stands for Manchester United's clash with Arsenal at the SoFi Stadium. Bieber poses for a picture with Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard after the Gunners' win. Bieber was one of a number of stars that were in the stands for the match, and was seen taking photos with Ben White, Kai Havertz, Leandro Trossard and Odegaard. Onana's mind games. Andre Onana was happy to indulge in some mind games with the Arsenal players during a pre-arranged penalty shootout after Saturday's game in Los Angeles. Regardless of the result, both clubs decided to have a shootout, so they lined up after Arsenal emerged 2-1 victors in California. United keeper Onana decided to point to the exact area in the goal where he thought Arsenal's players were going to aim, and it appeared to work as he made a great save from Kai Havertz before Jakub Kiwior missed. Defender Gabriel took exception to Onana's antics as he loitered after converting his penalty to confront the United keeper. Jadon Sancho scored the decisive penalty to give United some consolation. Explaining the reason for the shootout, United boss Erik ten Hag said, "It's important. As we know with all the cup competitions we are in, penalties can be important. I think Andre made 2 good saves, so it is therefore important to always have a goalkeeper who is good in penalty shootouts. He proved it once again, and I think the penalties, except one, they were all good." Andre Onana was happy to indulge in some shootout mind games. Onana decided to point at the parts of the goal he thought Arsenal players would aim at. So far to leave SoFi. The SoFi Stadium might be an incredible venue, but finding your way out of it is easier said than done. After covering Saturday's game and going down to the mixed zone to see what the players had to say, the English media took nearly half an hour locating the exit. It was another half an hour before they could get a taxi to take them from Inglewood to the Marina del Rey part of town where the majority of the UK press corps are staying out here. Berrada appears at fan party. New United chief executive Omar Berrada made an appearance at Hollywood Park, close to the SoFi Stadium, for a countdown to kick-off party attended by 2,000 fans. Berrada, who started work earlier this month after being on gardening leave at Manchester City, joined other members of the club's leadership team at the event hosted by COSM. Thousands of fans have turned out for events organised by the club in the first few days of United's pre-season tour. The stands were packed for open training at UCLA on Friday, and many more were in attendance for a Q&A session with former players Andy Cole, Dennis Irwin and Wes Brown at the LA Supporters Club. Players get together for Alex's lovely touch from the United players who brought disabled supporter Alex kneeled onto the pitch for photos after Casemiro spotted him in the stands at Friday's open training session. Alex, who goes to the majority of United's games with his dad John and is familiar to the United players, went onto the field at UCLA where he was greeted by the rest of the squad. Hughes on hand for United kids. United's lead academy coach Dave Hughes has joined the tour to support the large number of young players in United's squad. Erik ten Hag has used the 3 pre-season games so far against Rosenborg, Rangers and Arsenal to play youngsters in the second half, and a squad of academy players is expected to face Real Betis in San Diego on Wednesday. Given the large number of academy players on the trip, United thought another coach was needed to help the youngsters integrate into the senior squad, and Travis Binion, the club's head of player development and coaching, and first-team coach Darren Fletcher nominated Hughes, a former Aston Villa and Cardiff City player who joined United's academy in 2022. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this, don't forget like and subscribe this channel. Goodbye.